Good afternoon. Thanks for watching ABC7 at noon on air and live online. I'm JC Navarrete.
And I'm Denise Olivas.
Breaking news from our New Mexico mobile newsroom. A school security guard remains behind bars accused of groping and restraining a teacher in a classroom. His 59-year-old Tom Trujillo. Trujillo now faces several charges, including first-degree felony count of kidnapping, third-degree felony counts of criminal sexual penetration, bribery of witness, and criminal sexual contact. New at noon, reports of alleged inappropriate conduct by an employee at Pebble Hills High School have landed the unnamed individual on administrative leave. New allegations of harassment continue to surface for both Democrats and Republicans. We are getting our first look at the potential suspects behind the damage of 20 cars after police say they were throwing rocks off an overpass. Happening today, El Paso Giving Day. 165 local nonprofits are hoping to raise some big bucks to help people who need it most in our community. We start with breaking news. EPISD Superintendent Juan Cabrera had a news conference this morning to blast the head of a local teachers union. Russia's doping scheme during the 2014 Sochi Olympics is the reason why the International Olympic Committee cited, quote, systematic manipulation of anti-doping rules. Now, the announcement just came down that Russia is banned from the 2018 Winter Olympics in Pyongyang, South Korea. No Russian officials will be allowed to attend those games. The Russian flag may not be displayed. If any Russian athletes are given permission to attend, they won't be competing under the Russian flag. They'll compete under a neutral flag, and any medals they win wouldn't be credited to Russia. This is a breaking news story developing by the moment. We'll have much more as the day goes on here on ABC7 and on KVIA.com. Switching gears, former President Barack Obama is back in Hawaii. He was seen out playing golf on Oahu on Sunday. Obama was also seen with a group of people at a sushi bar near the airport in Honolulu on Saturday. And you have to watch this funny video released by the Houston Police Department. The department created this video that shows just how easy it is for you to lose your stuff to a thief while you're doing your holiday shopping or pumping gas. New at noon, we are getting our first look at the men the sheriff's office think may be responsible for throwing rocks at vehicles from an overpass. Take a look at your screen. Republican efforts to pass a tax reform bill in the Senate may be one step closer to reality. The Senate Budget Committee passed the measure by a party line vote, with all 12 Republicans on the panel voting in favor while 11 Democrats voting no. And happening right now, Congressman Beto O'Rourke is officially filing as a candidate for the United States Senate. O'Rourke is surrounded by his family and supporters as he marks his official run for Senate.
There's a lot going on out there. Major closure. JC, want to tell us about it?
I do. Let's go ahead and take a look at our traffic camera. This is I-10 in Reynolds. You can see I-10 eastbound still completely closed, and just so many emergency vehicles on the scene right now, just completely blocking I-10, working on many things. And right now it looks like we are getting some more emergency vehicles. Now, the good news is those look like they are the tow trucks, so hopefully they are able to clear out that area, but we do want to show you those delays. This, of course, gives you a clear indication of how I-10 East is looking. Just a mess out there. And the same goes for I-10 West. Now, the problem along I-10 West is not only do we have that crash, but we're working on a separate crash as well. The fire department now completely shutting down I-10 West at Geronimo, trying to clear that area out. Now, fortunately, you see that white truck right there. It's moving to the shoulder, doing what I tell you to do every single morning, and that is move your ride to the side. It does help out with congestion. Now, we need to go ahead and give you those alternate routes. I-10 East completely closed, I-10 West down to just 2 lanes. So remember, you can take Gateway, Montana, or Yandell for those short-term alternate routes. If you're heading far east or far west, remember US 54 to Spur 601. That will work right there. Loop 375 towards Trans Mountain. If you're heading to the far east side of town, you can always just bypass it and take Loop 375 Trans Mountain and just go all the way around the town, around the city, just to avoid that area right there. So I-10 East and that executive ramp is open. I-10 West and that executive ramp is currently closed right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at our drive times. Right to executive, that is a 6-minute drive time, 19 minutes till in Park Zaragoza. That is a 12-minute drive from Rester to downtown. Now, while there are no crashes, there are some overnight road closures. I-10 East at Lee Trevino scheduled to be closed until 5 o'clock this morning. Happy to say that has cleared up. However, I-10 East and West, those executive off-ramps were scheduled to open up until 6 o'clock this morning. I know the eastbound ramp remains closed, and we were tracking some lane closures along I-10 East right after mile marker 14. I'm happy to say these lane closures have now cleared. What's up, guys? JC Navarrete here. Now you see this huge star right here. It's not lit, but it will be tonight. Something that doesn't need to be lit to shine bright. Of course, that is Miss El Paso. So, ladies, this is a tradition for Miss El Paso. Yeah. What does it feel like to be here? You guys won 6 months ago. You guys are right in the middle of your reign. What's it feel like to be here? Small business owners tell me they're able to stay competitive with big franchises due to the connections they're able to establish with their employees and their customers. We're live here at Wet n Wild Water World. Take a look behind me. This is what we're talking about. This brand new behemoth right here is called the Jaguar Falls. It's Wet n Wild's newest and greatest ride, their biggest ride to date. And go ahead and take a look at the video on your screen. We actually got a chance to ride this puppy first. Take a look at that video. I had to climb 95 steps to reach the top of the 6-story tower. Then I got on a 4-person raft, and you know, that's plenty of room for the family and the friends. You just grab 3 of your best buds and get on that raft. You get pushed through the slide with thousands of pounds of water behind. Whether you come to the corn maze every year to go down this big slide, or getting in a little bit of target practice, or literally getting lost in the maze as I am right now, La Union Maze has become an El Paso tradition for that exact reason. There's just so much to do for everybody in the family. Welcome back. Every Monday we have been showing you the nominees for the Sweet Play of the Week. This week is no exception. This is Cedarius Barfield from El Dorado. Defenders, never a problem for him. He finds the wide open man right there. Nick Leyva for the touchdown. Next up, Parkland's AJ Briggs to Daquan Henderson. He shakes off a tackle, a monster stiff arm. And now he just shows off for the wheels as that lady gets in the way.
JC Navarrete is here to help us sort it all out. What's going on, JC? Do you like drama?
Well, guys, I basically grew up watching telenovelas with my nana. So naturally, I live for the drama, especially when there's playoff spots on the line. The Tigers, again, looking to secure a playoff spot tonight. Burgess had another idea in the third. Burgess up 27-0 in the third. Quan McNeil with the handoff. He's going to show off the wheels. He takes it 45 yards into the end zone. And in the second quarter, much of the same, except this time it's a reverse play. Ray Banks, the running back, looking like a quarterback. Quarterback that's looking like a wide receiver. Not sure if you're still following me here. Nonetheless, that makes it 17-zip. And Panthers looking to score once more inside the half. Cabral again just going to run it to the inside. Outside, that makes it 24-zip. And check it out, this dude right here napping on a Justin Bieber blanket. I like his style. He's got the right idea. He's seen enough. Final score right there, 30-7, the final. Guys, word has been circling around all night long that there's possibly a 5-way tie for that last playoff spot. Burgess wraps up their season next week. They will be taking on Parkland, a pretty tough team there. El Paso, they wrapped up their season tonight, so now they have to wait and watch to see what will happen in District 158. For me, I'm gonna go find myself my very own Justin Bieber blanket. I'm sleepy.
You know, his music has kept me warm metaphorically for a long time. Yeah. So now his blankets can keep us warm literally.
Yeah. It is literally not too late to ever say sorry, Trevor. That's all I have to say. Yeah. We'll let you know coming up. It is 4:39. This is ABC7, where news comes first.